Are we gonna be in the same one?
What do you mean, same one?
Same jail?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah!
These two teens were just denied bail for being too risky according to a judge. They had a horrible plan that they were going to enact against a fellow classmate. My name is Penelope Liu. I like to bring you guys internet drama that I see so that we can have a discussion about it. If that sounds like your sort of thing, I would love if you would consider subscribing. I'm trying to hit 2,000 subscribers this week, and I'm so excited to have everyone who's already here. And I would appreciate if you guys would like this video and just give it a little boost so YouTube knows that people want to watch my content. Let's get settled in, grab your drink. This one is mine today, it's lime flavored, and let's get into the story.
No, I was like, I don't feel guilty for my actions, but I feel guilty on how you were gonna feel. Because honestly, I don't fucking care. But like, you know, I should at least try.
This news centers around two teens named Isabel and Lois. Now, if I refer to Isabel as Jimmy, it's because Isabel is actually trans and she prefers to go by Jimmy. So if I say that, just know I mean Isabel. I will probably try and refer to her as Isabel simply because that is what the news articles do, and I don't want to create any confusion going back and forth. But they are the same person. Jimmy is Isabel and Isabel is Jimmy. So just a little side note there so there's no confusion. Isabel and Lois are at school when they get pulled out of class, and they start to get questioned by police officers, and eventually they get arrested. Now, what did they get arrested for? Well, they had a heinous plan to unalive a classmate, and what did he do to deserve this? What did he do, guys? Just a guess. He resembled the Sandy Hook perpetrator. You may be wondering why that matters, and the entire purpose was that when they unalived him, they were going to try and reincarnate the Sandy Hook perpetrator with a blood bond. Yeah, let that sink in. They wanted to reincarnate that person. And they knew that it was going to be possible because this student looked like him. First note. Poor kid, poor student who was targeted. This is probably going to affect him for the rest of his life. I feel awful for him. Second note, well, how were they stopped before they committed this crime? Isabel and Lois were unable to keep their mouths shut, and they were discussing these plans openly with fellow classmates. Now, one of these classmates anonymously tipped the police and the school that they were going to try and unalive this poor student.
He did a tip?
There was a tip shown. Did you not see it? Someone tipped.
He fucking snitched.
Which, thank goodness they did that, thank goodness, because these two girls have no moral compass, or at least that is what the police footage makes it feel like, because they are joking around in the back of this cop car. They are joking about how they got all ready for their mugshots this morning.
Were you trying to look good for your mugshot?
Oh shit, am I gonna get a mugshot?
What, we're going to jail? What do you think?
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Dude, I was gonna do my makeup this morning for the mugshot, but I couldn't find anything.
I'm glad I don't actually look too bad today.
I look horrible. It's over.
Lois seemed confused they were even going to get a mugshot. They were joking around that they were going to be a lesbian couple together.
We're gonna become one of those lesbian couples now in jail?
Yeah, and you could be the butch.
Yes. Hey, this is my bitch. Stay away.
Yeah.
They even were making comments saying that they should have done the unaliving sooner so that they wouldn't have got caught before they got arrested.
I should have done it in the morning.
Yeah.
Dude, he was right there. I was following behind him.
This is all pretty incriminating things to say, especially when you're in the back of a cop car. It sounds like Isabel was the main planner in this. She pulled Lois in when she asked her to get certain supplies for her. Lois got the supplies, including a knife, cigarettes.
You helped me get materials.
Yeah.
You were gonna see the photos. I told them about the cigarettes too.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, what you tell them?
I told them I just took some from my dad and I gave them to you.
Oh, so evil. Dude, I didn't even get to fucking smoke them.
It also sounds like Lois was drawing weird things of this boy and maybe this crime. I'm going to try and find them so I can insert them here. If not, just know she was drawing odd things. It almost seems like Lois doesn't realize how serious this crime was and the gravity of the situation. She makes several comments throughout the entire ride to the station that she's going to get out sooner than Isabel because this wasn't her plan.
Well, I'm probably not gonna like my involvement's not that long, so I'll be out before you. I'm probably not even get life to go to jail because my parents are gonna get me best lawyers they can. Fuck that.
Honestly, we're probably gonna get like a minimum of what, 4 years or so.
I'm not getting 4 years.
Yes, you are. You helped,
dude. That was like, I'm not getting that. I'm not doing that.
hey, by the time we're gonna be out, we could go to community college together.
She also states that her parents are going to do their hardest to get her out as soon as they can, which I don't know about you guys, but if I did this, I don't know if my parents would be trying to help me that much. I mean, sure, my parents have helped me with things. Like one time when I was learning how to drive, I ran over somebody's sprinkler and they paid for it because I didn't have the money for it. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for that. But I don't think that's nearly the same gravity as this at all. Not at all. She just seems really disconnected from reality. And honestly, I think that's the entire problem here. Both of them are disconnected from reality because who in their right mind would think that they can drag their poor classmate into a bathroom, unalive him, and create a blood bond to bring back the Sandy Hook perpetrator? It's just crazy to me how little conscience these girls seem to exhibit throughout this police ride, and they're making light of it. They're saying they were excited that this was going to happen. They made comments several times throughout, just laughing together.
When they asked me, like, do you really want to lie? Would your parents really want you lying for Jamie? Like, yeah, they would. Like, yeah.
Dude, they made me swear to tell the truth. Hey, Lois.
Well, Lois's parents did show up to the bond hearing, and they promised that they would have her under strict observation. They wouldn't let her use the computer. They were just going to keep their eyes on her, and the judge said no after viewing this evidence, which also is an important thing to note. If you're arrested, again, these are teens, but if you are arrested, make sure that you are not saying incriminating things in the back of a police car where you're being recorded, or even in an investigation room if you are being charged with something or just being questioned. You should be mindful that you are being recorded, and that's just going to be evidence that will be used against you at some point. In this case, it did. I'm not saying that I think these girls should have bail and that they deserve bail based off of this crime, but just an important note, how can you not know that this conversation is going to lead you to an even worse position? You're admitting to the crimes. Again, they deserve to be punished for those crimes, but there's no thought anywhere within this entire plan about the consequences and what was going to happen. Isabel says that she feels actually no guilt at all about the situation.
No, I was like, I don't feel guilty for my actions, but I feel guilty on how you were going to feel. Because honestly, I don't fucking care. But like, I should at least try.
I'm just wondering what leads the youth to get to this point. It's honestly disturbing that they have such a lack of empathy, such a lack of care for consequences, and such levity about such serious conversations or actions. Not even a conversation. They had levity in that conversation, but they were actually planning to harm somebody, to again reincarnate one of the world's most infamous people. Okay, maybe not the most infamous, but he's up there and is still an awful human who should never ever be reincarnated. I'm just going to put up a few comments that you can read, and I'm going to read a couple because I like to see what other people are thinking about this situation. This one says, hope that boy is doing okay. I 100% agree. I feel so awful for this boy and his family who was targeted, because you probably will have this in the back of your mind for the rest of your life. Imagine being targeted for how you look. That's insane. As a mother and a human, I am disappointed. Totally not a normal reaction given the situation. This world is so sick. Yeah, that was my first thoughts when I saw this footage as well. It just made me so sad that these kids, I don't even want to refer to them as kids, but these teens could get to this point where they think that taking a life is funny, should be something that is a joke, and just making such light of it. There's no seriousness at all here, and at what point and how did they get here? My only explanation is mental illness. I know that most teens who are getting disciplinary action have some sort of mental illness or mental stressor that they need help with. I'm going to assume it's the same for these two girls. I don't want to just call them evil, even though that is what it seems like. This is an evil act. This is, again, heinous, uncalled for, insane. So, I mean, I gotta call it honestly, but if they need mental support, which it sounds like they do, then I hope that they are able to receive that. I'm not sure about second chances in this case, considering we've seen very harsh punishments on this channel for other kids who have done far less things. We had a case about 9 days ago that I covered, and I will link it up here, but there was an autistic child in the classroom who had a meltdown and permanently blinded a teacher, and he got 13 years. Yeah, he got 13 years in juvie. So I can only imagine what these girls are going to get. I don't even know if that autistic child deserves that punishment, considering he was 11 years old. But this one seems more serious. And I hope that the punishment reflects that in this case, which it sounds like it is being taken seriously considering that they are not going to be receiving bail. It's so complicated. And again, you can only hope that justice is really carried out. This comment is funny. I'm not going to say what it is, but I'm just going to insert the image because it's just an image that they put. Kind of cruel, but a little funny. But either way, this is what I had prepared for you today. I would love if you would comment your thoughts and opinions. On that note, I'm just going to say I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Please give this a big thumbs up if you like it. You can use your hype points on this. You have 3 hype points that you can give away per week. I don't even know what that does, but I just saw it the other day, and I would love to see how it affects my videos if you want to use them. But thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate every single one of you. Oh, I would say, if you got this far, please insert what? What should we insert today? Please insert the little standing girl emoji, because we have 2 crazy girls here, or like the little twin girl emoji. I don't know. Insert something like that. And have a fantastic day. Appreciate you guys.